Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. This is probably going to be a fairly quick video. I haven't had a whole lot of time to record this weekend, and work was busy last week, so I'm behind on getting videos out. So this week will be pretty spotty, but I'm not going anywhere, just I haven't had a ton of time. So anywho, I've been reworking the drop-off point here, and that's in anticipation of having the automated ore smelter that's coming soon to the beta branch. So I'm kind of starting, this is going to be a whole new building here. And what's going to happen is the truck will just come in here, dump, and then I think back out, although I've thought about making it a through to drive on through and around, but I think that would be probably more trouble than it's worth. So with the different levels, it kind of works out back here to have it at this level. It almost lines up with this road here. And I don't think I'm going to use, at least not now, I'm not going to use the bigger rock truck. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't really need a rock truck this huge. I can definitely afford it now, but I spawned one in and then didn't save just to check the size. I'd have to redesign the whole loading stuff up there, and this would have to be a lot bigger, and it just really, it doesn't really do me any good because I don't need a ton of material. That might change once the automated smelting is in. We'll just have to see how that all works and how quickly it goes and how big I can make this. But for now, we're going to stick with the what's it, a DT60? What's this thing called? A DX60E. We're going to stick with that. And we'll pull in here. We'll dump into the hopper. And then I've got conveyors coming up. This will go over to the eventual smelting plant with automated smelters. And then I've got a little hole here for some power. And I used a 1X conveyor just to get this out so the power cable wouldn't go through the concrete block, because that was going to bother me. And then I've got a pad set up over here for another wind turbine. So let's go get one of those bought. So we want factory power. And we want the big boy, the 1800 watt. I think, actually, do they have... Okay, so you can do two of the biggest windmills on the 3600. Okay, got it. So we'll buy one of the 1800s, and that's going to go here. And I think if we do grid, it'll be floating in the air, right? Yeah, we don't want that. The grid stuff, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't work for some things. I mean, it works great for putting blocks in the ground, but... which side is the power? The power's on this side. So really, to make it match the other guy, we'll have it go this direction. And I'm just going to eyeball this on the concrete pad, and it's not terrible, but it needs to be over a little bit. And then is this the same? Yeah, that's the same direction. So it needs to be over about... there. That's a little closer. And then I wanted to get one of these power poles. We'll go ahead and do the 3600. I may end up powering the whole plant off. No, we want to go the other direction. I kind of wish you could place stuff and be able to see it. That would be real handy. So I need to guess that it's that direction. Nope. Maybe there's a way to do this that I'm missing. I know you can... some stuff you can scroll in and out to place. This... yeah, there it goes. Okay, maybe if I back up enough. There we go. We got it scrolled out. I can see now. Perfect. And then electrical cable. So we're going to come off of there, up to there, from there over to there. And then that hopefully doesn't look, yeah, it doesn't look terrible. It's not the greatest, but I wonder, should we go ahead and put, I could put something here. I could hang one of these Wish the power stuff worked sensibly. You have to have your whole network the same power, even if you're not using the power on that leg. It's kind of silly, but that's the way it is. Let's do it this way. See how that works out. So, remove cables. So what if we came up to this and then came up to that? Does that look better? It looks a little better. And it's not being totally weird. Yeah, okay. And then we turn this guy on. This doesn't do anything yet, but we have a just a unit load of 236 watts. So. Plenty of power to grow. And then I was using these little archway pipe things from these are from the decoration pack. That's a DLC. And I think that makes a nice little just kind of edge piece. So I'm just kind of waiting for the automated smelting to come through and kind of finish some of this out. I'm going to finish building the building once I know. Oh, did I buy 2 of those? Didn't realize I'd already bought one. Oh no, that's an 800 watt. Okay, let's sell that. You can go back in there. So until I know the sizing of the automated smelter, I'm not really going to build much more of this building. Let's go grab, this should be a whole bunch of steel. So I did a full clean out. I've got all the ore that we had running through, and we've got so much stuff. And I dug a whole bunch of coal so I can make steel out of all the iron we had. I sold off all the copper. That's why we have $4.5 million. And then we're just about done with this huge batch of steel I had. And I still have, what, almost 4 stacks of iron. I've got a stack of steel. More than a stack of steel, so we're doing all right. I see some comments, they're like, why are you doing it this way? Why are you... Well, it works. I've got $4.5 million. It works for me. So that's what's going on there. Let's go over and take a look. I've been doing a little digging. I need to get this... Actually, let's go ahead and smooth this out. Now that we got this in here, we can do that. I was doing a lot of backfilling as I built up this new concrete area. So we'll just go ahead and compact that out. Then we'll go take a look at the coal area over here, because I've made some changes over there as well. And I don't remember if I put that in the video or not. I think it's been over a week since I recorded the last out of ore video. Work has been super busy. Lots going on in life. So sometimes I lose track of what I'm doing in the video games. But in case I didn't show you, I'll show you again. There we go. Let's get that smoothed out a little bit. It's looking a little more presentable over here. I think this guy's working away on more water. Yep. Got a bunch of barrels made. So over here on the coal side of the house, I've expanded this out. I don't remember. I was going to make a video showing this, and I don't remember if I ever did. So I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But I've redone this, and it goes over into that hopper now. It's just double feeding it. So how am I doing on coal? Still got a little over 2 stacks. Well, we'll throw a little more in there. I want to get some of this dirt cleaned up that's kind of hanging out, looking weird. So we can really rock through the coal now, working on this seam. You can see it kind of split. Like right where I'm digging now, there's not really much coal. But heading south, there's coal, and heading west, there's still coal. And of course there's coal underneath me. This is just the surface that I'm dealing with right now. The bit that's right under the surface. So when I needed a bunch of coal to get all that steel made, this really helped out. I can just dump it in here and it just feeds. It feeds right into that other hopper then. Or no, sorry, it feeds right in on the output of that other hopper. There's a merger there. And I typically won't be dumping both in the same time, so it's okay to have a merger there. It's not going to slow me down any. This will have a little bit of pay dirt on it. We're kind of chasing the edge of the coal seam over here. This has been great for getting just a whole bunch of coal going. So I need to keep an eye on the clock. I've still got a little bit of time. I would be in big trouble if I was late to my son's graduation because I was playing video games. That would be bad. It's all good. I've got over an hour before I have to get both kids and head out of here. Mrs. Kerbo's already over there because she works for a different school, so she's already over there for that graduation. And yeah, big doings, as we say around these parts. There we go. That'll give the plant something to do for a little bit. I don't know why the shifter spats is out sometimes. And I tried to make this somewhat plausible, you know, with some concrete blocks and whatnot in there. This is mostly the concrete floor to save on materials. But I did go solid in a few areas. So we're in a good spot. I'm going to give this game probably a little bit of a break because I don't have time. So I don't have anything lined up really for this week other than this video, which you should be watching this on Tuesday if you're watching it when it comes out. And I'm going to give it a little bit of break until the automatic stuff gets in here. The auto smelter. Don't know when that's coming, but I think it should be fairly soon. And I made a community post. I found out a good way of getting rid of the bushes. Boom, boom. I bought a bunch of Draymite and, yeah, went to town. Some of them, surprisingly, have come back. Like, sometimes when you load in the game, just random bushes will reappear. But then when you chop one, like, they all go down. So, I don't know, it's just a bug, I think. But, yeah, I blew all these bushes up. They went bye-bye. It was glorious. This is the future home of the automatic smelter, and I don't know if we're gonna have like automatic crafting and stuff next. I don't know what's coming, but this little pad here is gonna get replaced. This is gonna turn into a giant smelter building off to that direction as needed. We'll kind of go from there. But anywho, I need to wrap this up. I got stuff to do. It's a little bit short, a little bit sporadic. That's the way it goes sometimes. Thanks as always for hanging out, folks. And I'll catch you soon in the next adventure. Take care.